I love magnets. They're just so fun. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So if you're new to the channel, I talk about photo and video gear that I use. If you guys are into something like that and you watch this video and you like it, please consider subscribing. I've talked a lot about this. If you guys haven't checked out the Godox V1 video, I'll leave a link here. I keep forgetting which side it goes on. I'll leave a link up here. You guys can check it out. I've been getting some really great feedback on that. Flash photography is pretty cool. When you get into it as a new photographer, it just kind of brings the level of your photography up a bar. So if you want to raise your photography to yet another level, modifying your light source, in this case, flash, can definitely step up your game another level. I, maybe like you, probably purchased the AKR1 by Godox, or in this case, Flashpoint. And it's a great kit, it works. One of my most used modifier is the grid. It prevents the scatter of light, and I use it all the time at weddings now. It's one of my favorite tools to modify light in a wedding. It just creates such an amazing look. The problem with the Godox one, the angle of light is still very, very wide. I was in search for something much better. I reached out to Rogue and I was like, hey, what's up with your grid? Is it an actual grid that works? I had a great conversation with the guys over there, and after a couple emails back and forth, they actually sent me their entire flash kit to check out. Again, not a sponsored video. They did send this product to me for free to evaluate, to check out. I did test this out on a photo shoot of yours truly. I'll put some photos right now. And the results are actually quite amazing. So let's dive into the actual flash kit itself. You get a rectangular adapter to round head adapter. If you have a rectangle head, or let's just say the Godox V860, or even a Canon 600, or anything rectangular, this will fit right on that flash, and there you go. Now you have a flash round head to add these modifiers to, and it comes with the grid, which, I love this thing. Comes with the gel holder. It's clear. They also sent me a set of gels, and let me tell you, I'm not a user of gels. Having said that, and using their system and seeing how easy it was to add gels onto my flash, I was like, wow, very fun. This is another tool that comes with the kit, and this is the flash dome diffuser. This is a very common tool, very, very good tool for event and wedding photographers for us to bounce light up into the ceiling, reflect it back down, reflect it back to bounce light. So if you guys are familiar with this, super hard diffused plastic. I mean, let's be honest, if you guys are familiar and you have one of these, be honest with me, how many of them have you replaced? Lost, bumped into a wedding guest, and it just pops off. I know quite a few photographers that have replaced these. One thing I gotta give credit to Rogue is the construction of their magnets. It stays on very, very securely right here. When someone bumps into you, that's so satisfying to watch. Hard plastic, pretty common, it's just what it is, but it's very substantial. It's very strong, it feels very, very strong, and it won't break, I don't think. Each of these attachments have 6 magnets compared to Godox's 4 magnets. So that might be the reason why it just holds better. I mean, the magnets even look like they're the same size. 6 magnets, I prefer that, and it's just so satisfying when it locks into place, and it really does take a good amount of strength to pop this off, which is very promising, especially for us event photographers that are all over the place, maybe carrying 2 bodies, and you have this thing flash upside down, it's bouncing all on the side of you. It just seems like it'll stay in its place, which very, very nice to know. Let's say you have an 8200 like I have here, and it's got sort of that rectangle head. This one that they sent me is the standard kit. I believe they have 2, the standard and a small. Depending on which rectangular flash you have, you can probably get that kit for that size. I'm sure they have measurements on their website, but this one is the standard one, and believe it or not, it fits right on the 8200 head, which is fantastic. It's a little bit of a snug fit, but it does fit. So this might even prevent you from needing to buy the round head for the 8200. This won't modify the light source, okay? It modifies the source coming out of the light, but it's not gonna, does that even make sense? Not going to modify the actual light, but it will give you the ability to adapt with these things right here, these modifiers. I definitely am going to be using this at a wedding just because I can start modifying the lights very easily with this one kit. I'll add that flash kit right there. If I need to put a gel, so easy. If I need to put a dome, bam. And it's so sturdy. Like, look at this. It doesn't, I mean, it makes that huffy puffy sound, but it's very, very sturdy. Let's just talk about the grid for a second. So if you ever use the Godox grid that comes with that kit, just toss it because it sucks. This, however, by Rogue, this right here is worth it in itself because I've been searching for a grid that can actually work with the V1. So one thing to note though is the construction is good. However, I noticed, I guess it's the way the lip is designed. It clicks, but sometimes it could be a little off. That's how strong the magnets are. I don't know if you guys can, I don't know if I could pick that up on camera, but it's just a little bit off-centered sometimes. Once you get it in there, it's not going anywhere. Sometimes if I'm putting this modifier on very quickly, it might not sit flush. I don't know if I can get that on camera. See that? That's just, it's not sitting flush, and I need to kind of just tap it into place. Rogue was kind enough to send me their gel kit, which comes in little pouches like this. And I gotta say, first off, and tell you, I'm not a huge fan of gels just because I don't use it. I don't use gels all that much with my work. However, with that said, checking out Rogue's kit flash gels, look at this thing. These are Lee gels, and they're kind of basically the best, very accurate in color and such. What's really cool about these Rogue flash gels is they also work with the Godox flash kit if you want to use that. They have these ridiculous names for these gels. I mean, Mellow Yellow, Glacier Lake Blue. I use that. Revolution Red. Lost at Sea Blue. I love it tells you the amount of stops of light that you'll lose placing on a gel. So if you haven't used gels ever, sort of like me, it's awesome to have that, just that little bit of information. Thought that was pretty cool. That's a really nice touch because especially for someone like me that doesn't play with gels all that often, it's good to know that, hey, listen, I'm gonna lose 2.5 stops of light or 2.25 stops of light if I put this gel on. I love the fact that you can have so many gels and so many options, but for a wedding photographer, like someone like me, I think it can be a little overwhelming to have so many gel options. You probably only need our CTOs, and you have full CTO, you have quarter CTO, you have half CTO. They give you a lot of CTOs here. And they give you 2 of each. That's sweet. Stack them. Make it work for you. You also have the green gel to kind of offset those fluorescent lights that we love so much as wedding photographers. Pretty cool. They come in a little pouch like that. Love that. They give you a lot of gel options, and I think it's wise to maybe pick certain colors for us wedding photographers, certain colors that you really like or you shoot at a very specific venue. Keep those in place because if you're sorting through all those gels at a wedding day, good luck. Very organized, very cute, very nice. They also sent me over this snoot kit, which I think is absolutely cool. Way better than the snoot kit that comes with the Godox system. Right here, this is the snoot that comes with the Godox, and this is the snoot that comes with Rogue. Look how small that pinhole type snoot gives you. It definitely gives you a lot more options. You can pump this in. Super small, super compact. Again, I did use the snoot and grids for my shots of myself. So yeah, again, I think the Rogue Flash Kit has its place. It's easy to use, it's small, it's compact, and I think it can fit anywhere in your bag. Super simple for us wedding and event photographers, especially if you're firing something like the Roundhead V1. If you own any of those Roundhead flashes, awesome kit. If you don't, you can use the adapter. You don't necessarily need to buy the Rogue Flash Kit. You can get each piece separately and just pick up what you want. Like for example, these grids, I think I'm gonna buy 2 more just because I can stack them and create a much narrower light source. And that's pretty cool. Again, I'm a big fan of grids, as you can tell. This whole entire kit is $129.99 from Rogue. You can get them directly, or I'll leave a link to their website, which you can check out, or you can use some Amazon affiliate links down below. Again, it doesn't cost you any more than you would pay, but it would certainly help out the channel. So if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like button, subscribe. If you like videos like this, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. I can't wait to test this out when wedding season hits. I'm excited. I'm super stoked to test out this kit. I can't wait.